What is up, crypto legends? Hope you're doing well today. Let's analyze the situation. Why is Bitcoin pumping aggressively right now? Will we manage to make a new yearly high, or are we getting rejected here from these lower highs? We're going to analyze the situation very carefully. I'm going to talk about the most important resistance level that we need to be looking at here in the next coming hours, potentially couple of days, guys. Make sure to destroy that like button on your way in, guys. I'm going to give that brief explanation on why we're pumping. You've probably seen it on the title. We were hitting a crucial resistance zone here at 36,300, 400 range where we were getting a small reaction. However, I was analyzing the situation with the Legends community and saying, this is likely going to have a nice breakout to the upside. Of course, we were talking about possible shorting scenarios. However, we exploded out this bump and run scenario, as you can see here on the chart, where you do form those lower highs here in this range from the last few days. You get the bump phase. You get that reaction at the lower high resistance trend line, and if you explode out of this resistance, you are likely to come all the way up to the highs from the creation here of the bump and run, as you can see here on the chart. Shout out to Russ. This was someone in the Legends community also talking about this level. Now, with my analysis, we were talking about here the possibility of getting rejection, okay, from this value area low of the trading range that we formed here for the last week. So no doubt that this was some kind of resistance here as we were getting this small little reaction. However, the point was, if we blast through, if we manage to break above this value area low, the possibilities and coming all the way up to $37,500 to claim these lower highs is highly, highly probable. This is a scenario that we were talking about with our analysis in the Legends community, talking about, look, if we do break out from this resistance of this bump and run, the value area low, we were having a bit of resistance confluence zone, but it was looking too bullish. There was a lot of liquidity sitting above 37,500, and it's a classic move to claim that liquidity. Almost an impossible move after such a drop that happened yesterday. People could be easily in denial, thinking, no, this is not going to happen. We just broke to the downside with significant amount of volume. We are going to create a lower high and we are going to come back down, dead cat bounce, and test the lows from yesterday. Well, look at this massive breakout from the lower high resistance, stopping out all of the people that had stop losses at $37,500 range. We had a massive amount of liquidity here, as you can see here on the heat maps, 37,000, 37,500. All of them stopped out, over 150 millions in shorts. So we had a wrecked event in between yesterday and today. Yesterday, longs got wrecked. Today, shorts got wrecked. I managed to jump into a long position. I'll explain it. I've closed all of the position already here at these highs. For me, it's already, even though I think that we could actually create a new yearly high in between today and tomorrow, it's very much a possibility. The volume is insane. There is a possibility here looking at Elliott wave theory that we're going to get one more leg up. And this is why I'm going to explain the level of resistance that we need to be paying attention. There is still hype with the ETF. Will it be approved by Friday? We still have that deadline here for the possible approval by Friday. 12 spot Bitcoin ETF. If it is denied, of course, that will be a little bit of a shock. We would expect the market to drop. In my opinion, if they are approved, I would see a pump of a few $1,000s before we get that major corrective move in the next coming days or weeks, okay? It could be a massive hype pump if the approval is in. A lot of people say it's going to be a sell the news event. However, if it is approved, I would expect even a couple of $1,000s to the upside as a massive pump, and then possibly get a huge, massive correction. Now, what are the most important levels? I mean, no doubt that this is a liquidity grab. It's a zone where we have tested here these lower highs from the range of the last few days, claiming that liquidity here, as you can see on the heat map. Massive liquidation event here happening during the last couple of hours. It seems like an impossible move. However, we were very much aware. We talked about many scenarios. This is a pure educational video right now, live stream, to talk about how could have we detected here, okay, and how we could have longed this range to speculate on a breakout, because it's very hard, of course, to long into resistance as you've been pumping aggressively, right? So we had this small little corrective move as we were hitting the previous day point of control. So no doubt it's a shorting range. I talked about a possible short here scenario. I was not interested though, as we were getting above here all of the resistance levels. Okay, we were breaking lower high resistance trend line. Bump and run scenario was definitely on the cards. Now, like I said, no doubt you might think this is a double top right there. I did not like it. I was saying to the legends, this is just not looking right. This looks like it wants to explode. Of course, I gave the possibility, all right, for people to long this corrective move. The main reason why is because you have been trending to the upside, okay, and you don't want to fight an uptrend. So we were trading at this zone right over here. We could wait for a corrective move and expect also bullish CVD divergence if we were to get this corrective move here. Yes, that did happen. We did get that corrective move here on the CVD, where we were creating lower lows on the CVD and higher lows on the price action, meaning there are aggressive shorters entering into the market at this point, thinking that the price is going to reverse. However, we talked about, hey, this is actually going to be a good long opportunity, because I do expect at least the highs to be taken, which would be a take profit one, but leave some of that position open just in case we get the breakout, because it is likely that if we break out, we are coming all the way up to 37,500 to claim those lower highs and that liquidity. Playing out very, very nicely. Not getting into the short, realizing the possibility. As you can see on the CVD, we were creating, those very nice bullish CVD divergence. You're creating higher lows right there from this point, right on the price action, and lower lows on the CVD, as you can see right over here from this point over here on the chart. Lower lows, green light that we could possibly get into a long. Now I'm going to go through right away, of course, with the next scenario. What is the next scenario? What if we do continue bullish momentum? What happens if we do break out and create new yearly highs? By the way, this little retracement from this point right over here was basically, this call right there, looking for that retracement right there from this point, hitting the resistance to then jump into a long as we were creating bullish CVD divergence, just to follow this trend. If you missed out longing from lower levels, we got another attempt here on this corrective move as we do create bullish CVD divergence to get in basically at the 50% 618 Fibonacci from this pivot low to the pivot high, okay, to get into that beauty long position at that range. Look at this, 50% 618 Fibonacci, bullish CVD divergence. We're trending up, guys. Let's go with the momentum, because this is a possible good entry right there at $36,000. Anyway, if you are interested in those analysis, guys, I want to let you know that we are doing a campaign for a week right now for you to join 10 days so you can get that exclusive analysis every single day in the Legends community. I mentioned this yesterday. If you want to join for free the Legends trading community, you have the first link in the description. You have a 10-day free trial to see if it's worth the value. You just need to follow some steps, of course. As you click on that link, you have this sign up, okay? You need to sign up with one of the links in the description, deposit $100, and then follow through here. You need to follow, okay, the message. You're basically sending your UID, and you'll be getting that 10-day trial where we talk about the analysis and the possible scenarios that could happen, looking for this long, looking for the short. I'm explaining here, hey, I am not looking here personally for taking this SFP. This is basically this price action right over here. I'm not taking it. We are above previous day point of control. We are above resistance trend line. Of course, there was a little bit of doubt, okay? There's always doubt when we're trading, always. That's why we try to manage our risk very, very well. However, the volume was very low on the breakout, but this is what happens. You consolidate and you get ready for a possible large move like this, and we are above previous day point of control. That already was kind of a green light for me. You know, previous point of control, previous day point of control, very, very large level. We are above the level. We could consolidate here. I'm not liking this short. I prefer to maintain some of this long position to aim for 37,500. Massive pump of $1,500 that we could have got in safely, managing our risk very well with our stop losses to follow through with this huge, massive pump. Now, what are the resistance levels that you're looking at? No doubt that this is a resistance zone. I would say it's an acceptable short position. I am not interested. I personally believe that it's probably going to get a small retracement here in between today and tomorrow. I mean, retracement is very, very likely. However, I do see the highs, new yearly highs created, okay? I think this is possibly a new bullish wave that could bring the price to new yearly highs. And the most important level that I do see here that could have big resistance, that could get us into an epic swing short position. Of course, this is all depending on the news that we do have in between tomorrow and Friday. Say the spot Bitcoin ETF is approved. I would not want to try and short the pump from the approval because it could go to $40,000 or even higher. We don't know how much hype they could be on that, or if it's going to crash. We don't really know how the news is going to affect the market, okay? So one thing that I want to talk about, okay, the reason why this is the strongest resistance level sitting at $38,800, big level. Main reason is it is the point of control from the range in between 2021 and 2022. All of this range has left a huge high volume node, which is sitting at $38,800. This high volume node could get extremely respected. Price action gets above the level, and as soon as it gets beneath that level, it will be a clear rejection sign to bring finally a much wider corrective move, okay? So that is one of the high time frame levels that we need to pay attention very, very carefully for a very nice swing short position. Let's go through the comment section right away and say hello to the community. Smash up that like button, guys, on your way in. Come on, you lazy boogers. Smash up the like button. It takes 2 seconds. Providing free education, free levels, free trial on the Legends community. Come on, guys. Show some love because I love you. I love you very much. Let's go right away through the comment section. I can see DeVault already here. Massive thank you, DeVault. He's absolutely insane. He is also a coach in the Legends community, providing daily information and technical analysis and possible scenarios. Shout out to DeVault. Thanks for joining the live stream, my man. Mariela Porto, another moderator here. Thanks for joining. Right. I got a super chat. I'll go through the super chat. Just want to say hello to the community right away because this is very important. Live streams are also to interact with the community. Maybe take a look at an altcoin, take a look at some other charts. There is important news that I want to talk about today as well. Let's see if we do have a second here to go through this news as well. Very, very bullish news, of course, as you know, adoption news. Let's go right away. Stefan, hello. Dippin, how are you doing, my man? Zeppy BTW. Come on, let's get some serious names here. Start now. Yes, I'm starting. Hello from Slovenia, Gianni. How are you doing? Bitcoin ETF postponed to January. Yeah, I mean, very, very possible. If this were to be the case, are we going to get a sell-off if it's postponed to January? People know that it's going to be approved at some point. So will there be still massive bullish momentum? Isn't it a seller the news event? Well, if that news is not going to come out now, it's coming out on January. Let's pump the price till the news comes out and then dump the price, right? Very, very confusing scenarios here with the ETF hype, okay? So it might continue pumping even if it's postponed. Just imagine that. If we do want to sell the news and the news is not coming out, well, let's pump the price a bit more till the news comes out and dump it, right? Very, very mixed sentiment here. 40K, then pullback, says Ace. Yes. Moon, Edward. What's up, Crypto Legends? Mariella, thanks for joining the live stream. Smash up the like button, you lazy boogers. Hello from Chicago. Jafar, hello. Aditya, thanks for joining the stream. Seen multiple articles about delayed ETF on CoinMarketCap. FUD or truth, the accounts are verified. Bob Sheep, we never know. We never know. ETF is approved. No, we don't really know just yet. I've been checking to see if there's any reliable news out there. Nothing out there just yet. I think it's only rumors. Been waiting for the video today. We got a live stream here right now. Took 200% on 40K call. Only $50, but beer and pizza. Bob Sheep, absolutely phenomenal. Kathy Wood dropped Solana. Right. Let's go right away. They don't buy 100% pump. We don't really know. This is quite shocking, Andy. Absolutely insane pump, says Adrian. Yes, it is. Let's destroy Andy with like button. Mike, thank you very much for the support. Nothing can stop the pump, says Peter. Feels like bull market. There is no dump effect after bearish news event. Even crazy times. Yes, sir. Let's take a look at this super chat. Taraxa says, on MEXC, opinion, TA. TA on MEXC? On the actual token from MEXC. Taraxa on MEXC. Opinion, TA, please. Taraxa on MEXC. Taraxa on MEXC, okay. I guess Taraxa is... What is it? What is this? Taraxa. Tara. Let's take a look at this right away because it's a super chat. Let's take a look at it right away. Tara, US dollar. Taraxa on MEXC. Guys, by the way, if you haven't used MEXC yet, it's a great platform. It's the one that I am using currently because I cannot use Bybit. If I could use Bybit, I would be using Bybit. They have a great platform. They have an insane bonus. They've been extremely legit with their funds, with everything. I've used them for over 4 years. There's an insane bonus of $30,000. There is even a deposit bonus for the small little fish. They only have $100 or a couple $100. If you deposit $100, you get $20. Signing up with the link. I think today is the last day or tomorrow. So if you do deposit $100, you get $20 to trade with as well, okay? To add to your funds. If you cannot trade on Bybit, my suggestion is MEXC. I'm using MEXC. I'm absolutely loving this platform. It's another alternative to Bybit. $20,000 worth of bonus. If you sign up, you get the bonus airdropped. They have the lowest fees right now. The fees have gone up a little bit. I think it's 0.02, even though it's crazy low still. There is a good thing about this. You get free access for 10 days in the Legends community if you sign up with the bonuses, guys. It's the first link in the description. Follow the steps. And if you want to see the analysis that I'm providing every single day, such as, hey, we talk about what's happening in the movement, in the range, right? So we can take advantage of these ranges. Looking for that pullback here to possibly break out. Played out absolutely beautifully here. Getting that bounce just at the low, $36,000. How crazy was that? Jumped into the long. I did not want to jump into the short. And obviously just locking, this was the ultimate take profit zone. Yes, we could pump higher. It doesn't matter. But yes, we could reject as we've claimed that liquidity. There are a series of lower highs. It's just obvious that we would want to take profits here, guys. It's just pretty obvious, right? Talking about the levels, talking about the bump and run scenario. Absolutely golden. So let's take a look at this one right away here for the super chat. Taraxa. I have no idea what this is, but it seems like it's performing pretty well here for the last few months. Getting some insane pumps and dumps. Wow, analysis on these altcoins, we can go pretty crazy here. I would expect this high to be taken by the looks of things. We are on our way to hit this high. Question is, will this high create a double top, or will we successfully break out? If we do successfully break out from this range, I mean, it looks pretty solid. This could be, this could have been the bottom right there. This could have been the bottom right over here. We did create a new low. So looking at Elliott wave theory on altcoins, which is, it could be pretty crazy because these altcoins are, I don't think they follow any kind of real strong analysis such as Bitcoin or the stock market. Technical analysis on altcoins can be very, very tricky. This is why I personally do not trade altcoins most of the time. Sometimes if I see something clear. However, this high is likely to be tested here on Tara. It looks pretty solid. We are on our way up. Volume is exploding to the upside. Beautiful, retracement here, forming this, kind of double bottom consolidation, looking for that next leg up. No doubt that this one has a high probability to have that continuation to the upside to test these highs. Okay, so looks pretty solid. Maybe you want more lower time frame analysis. But yeah, I mean, it is, very unlikely to create a double top at this point. We haven't even tested the highs here. So it's likely to follow through and test this high over here from August. Question is, will we solidly break out? Well, there is a little bit of an altcoin hype here. So I would personally expect that breakout. If we do solidly break out from that zone, let me just take a look at the VPVR here to see the high volume. Yeah, there's basically not much going on here. Big accumulation on this cryptocurrency during 2022 and 2023, part of 2023 here. I would expect this cryptocurrency, if we do solidly break out from this high, to get a huge, massive pump to the next lower high, which would be sitting here at 0.029 cents. We successfully get above this high. Follow through is very, very likely. Of course, we could create that swing failure pattern. It is an acceptable short if you do get that large wick to possibly create a double top. However, if you do get that momentum above and close a solid daily candle above the high here on August, follow through is just very, very likely. These pumps on these altcoins can be pretty aggressive. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a massive rise here on this crypto, forming a kind of third wave, right? Because as this could be the bottom, you did create technically a new low right there. It's technically a new low. So this would be kind of the first wave. And the third wave could be very explosive, no doubt, if we do get above that high. So for the moment, this crypto looks pretty bullish. I mean, we would expect that three wave to go absolutely bananas, potentially to hit this high. Would make sense. Would make sense for a possibility here. Just looking at the extension. Let's just take a look at the extension on the possibilities here. From the low to the high to this low right over here. Yeah, well, I mean, the 1.618, which is a common target for a third explosive wave, would be just near this high. So pay attention. That breakout, you could actually, kind of breakout trade in this case. You need a solid one daily candle above this high, and then the retracements for me are going to be good, in my opinion, to jump into some longs to follow through here. Very low leverage on these altcoins and very low capital because, projections can be high, but if it fails, it can fail miserably. So not looking bad here for this cryptocurrency, for this altcoin. Looking pretty good. What is it on coin market cap? Let's just analyze the situation. Yeah, it's very low cap here. 41 million, very, very low cap cryptocurrency. This one could absolutely go bananas if we do break that high. Let's continue with the comment section. Too many bears. Even here, we going up for sure. Let me ask the community on a poll right away. Are you bullish or are you bearish? What comes next for Bitcoin from this point? Will we go to 39K? I'm going to say 39K, which is to $1,500 away, or are we coming back down to 36K? Let me know, because I mean, it is a crucial level here as well, and this could be a kind of a it could be a kind of an ABC like this, a WXY kind of corrective move. It is very, very possible as we claim this high. Let me ask the community right away. What is your personal opinion? It's very important. I'm not going to say 40K because we might not even reach there on the pump. I'm going to go with 39K, right? Reaching 39K. What comes next for Bitcoin, guys? Let me know right away. 39K or 36K. We're kind of in the middle right now. 37,500. Let's see if there's more people bullish at this stage or more bearish. Let me know right away on the poll, guys. Would really like to know your opinion. And let's see who wins. The bulls or the bears here in the short term. Bearish. Nordin is bearish. Bitcoin go to $15. You mean 15K, right? Can DOT reach $100 next bull run? We did analysis on DOT. I think it was maybe yesterday or the last couple of days. And we talked about this scenario. If we were to get a retracement, this is going to break out. It is going to break out, guys. This is going to break out from this descending wedge. We've got a little bit of a high volume node right there, so it's going to struggle a little bit maybe, but I would expect that follow through here for Polkadot. We talked about this, hitting the resistance. I was talking about, hey, we get a pullback here on Polkadot. You're going to get a chance to get it in at cheaper prices because longing at the resistance is just not the ideal thing, as you could be very much aware of a pullback. We talked about this, I don't know what live stream it was, yesterday or before yesterday, as we were hitting this resistance zone and saying, look, if Bitcoin gets a pullback, a lot of them will get a pullback, okay, of 20%, 10%, not sure what pullback this was. Yeah, about a 10%, 12% pullback from the highs. That would give you a chance here to speculate in a swing long position. Is it late right now to enter? You just don't want to chase the pump, right? It's not ideal to chase the pump because of your stop losses, because of your liquidation. But look at this, Polkadot. Anyway, the question is, will it reach $100? Let's first attempt to hit all-time high in the next bull run. But no doubt that, in my personal opinion, all of the L1 projects in the top 50, for me, they are going to reach all-time high. For me, it's pretty likely, okay? So when we take a look at the L1 projects, I'm going with, obviously, Solana, Ethereum, obviously hitting all-time high, Cardano, Avalanche, Polkadot, Tron. These cryptos will likely, L1 projects go to all-time high. L1 projects, Ethereum is not going to be just Ethereum, right? There's going to be a lot of L1s that will be in play. They are likely to hit all-time high in the next bull run, giving you that possibility of a 5 to 10x, right? Depending on where the price action is and what crypto you're buying. Of course, Solana right now from all-time high, I think it's round about, a 4x to all-time high because it did pump aggressively. Anyway, hello, can you please take a look at high US dollar tether, please? Look very bullish. Let's talk about some news as well, just some things that are coming out that look very, very bullish for adoption. And that is, one of the German banks, commercial bank claims the title of Germany's first full-service bank to secure a license for establishing custody platform dedicated to Bitcoin and digital assets. Institutions continue to get on board. This is, adoption is growing, It is growing consistently. There will be an epic bull run, whether it is, next year, 2025, 2026, we could have some delays with, I don't know, a macro bearish event. But overall, the S&P 500 is bullish. S&P 500, I think, is likely to create a new all-time high in the next coming months. When you take a look at the S&P 500, it's gone absolutely bananas, breaking here the downtrend structure. It's broken here this, multi-monthly downtrend structure right now. Got above the higher low support. I mean, this is bullish. This, This is going to, if it gets a retracement, it will get a bounce and claim the summer highs, creating a new yearly high and potentially heading towards a new all-time high in the next coming months. It's just very, very likely. Or depending on how this high is created, okay? If we get a big, massive rejection, okay, that would be a big bearish case here on the possibility of breaking down. So far, so good. Looks bullish. S&P bullish. We have Bitcoin and crypto potentially being bullish as well. So continue with the comment section. So great news on adoption, growing. I mean, this was posted a few days ago. BlackRock is confident that the SEC will approve its spot Bitcoin ETF by January. BlackRock has only got denied one ETF in its history. So pretty crazy. I mean, if BlackRock is applying for an ETF, I think it's something like 99% of their ETFs that have been, obviously, they have been approved. They've only got one denied. I'm not sure which one that was in the past, but 99% of them have been approved. And if they have applied for a Bitcoin ETF, sooner rather than later, it will get approved. And they are pretty confident that it will be by January, okay? By January. So maybe this one is going to be postponed, the one in November. However, it's inevitable. I don't have much fun, Julpan. Bro, please help me. I'm making some money for my fees. Making my money for my fees. Bro, please help me. Making some money for my fees. How can I help you? Let me know in the comment section. Right, let's continue, guys. Let's continue with the comment section. Everything looks very hypey. Everything looks quite bullish. Not interested in this swing failure pattern. And just because of the massive volume, bullish momentum, if it would have been a different event, I would say, this is a good shorting level. No doubt, it's a liquidity grab. However, being so close, just a few $100s away in creating a new yearly high, I just see follow through. Pay attention here, guys, because I would be more interested in the breakout from this high, from the new yearly high, is likely going to create a volatile move to the upside. So you might think, hey, what about a swing failure pattern from this high? What about, an SFP from here? I'm going to say no. I mean, I want the point of control from the range of 2021 and 2022 to be hit and rejected for me to get into a short. That's it. It is just a few $100s away. And we pumped 1,500 in a matter of a couple of hours. So I want that high to be hit. This is a massive volume node from almost 2 years of price action, 18 months of price action right over here between 2021 and 2022. This is a huge level. I want that level to be hit, but not only hit, I want that level to be rejected from. When it gets rejected is when I will be ready with my sniper, with you and the legends, potentially to sniper short that possible move to 38,800. It's going to be, we need to manage risk very, very well. We'll be protecting our capital because no doubt it could reject, but obviously it could find some support here from the high here in the 9th of November and possibly follow through. I think it's ready. It will be ready for a possible corrective move. One of the main reasons why here, as we do analyze this situation, I mean, this was a massive move to the upside. There is a possibility here. This is some Elliott wave analysis shared by DeVault as well. Shout out to you, my man. Also in the Legends community, providing the help, the education, and the analysis. Obviously, I do see this being the low right there. It's pretty obvious. Nice rise here, creating a first wave. This being a massive third wave, because the fourth waves here are very, very small. They're just very, very small. You cannot take this as a third wave, as the corrections are not hitting the minimum target, right? They're just 0.23 fib. It would have to be this. This is still part of the third wave. This could be a fourth wave, as it has had a decent rejection here, a decent corrective move. Now we are inside of that fifth wave, which is possibly going to hit that point of control range and get rejected. Still looking for that high, still looking for that possible move. It does make sense that this range could be a topping point and bring us a really decent corrective move back down at below $35,000. Very much a possibility here to create that kind of ABC right there. Something that we're paying attention. We haven't swept all of the lows. So it's like, yeah, Bitcoin's leaving these lows for later. We'll leave them for later. We'll pump up here, claim that liquidity above 37,500, which we have been doing the last few hours. Absolutely crazy. Realizing the bump and run scenario, the strength here building up, and that liquidity was like, hey, come on, guys. There's a high chance that we're going to go all the way up there. There's a high chance. So get your longs ready on these small retracements here from this range. Bang, we pump $1,500. How crazy is this? Technical analysis, risk management, right there to perfection. We love trading. We love technical analysis. It's just absolutely beautiful. How long will you be live streaming? I don't know. Maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour more. How long do you want me to still continue with the live stream? Overall, price is pumping. We are going to very likely create some new yearly highs, guys. It is just kind of inevitable. I did not like this short. I did not like this liquidity grab. It was like, come on, it might retrace, but I'm looking for higher levels. Do I feel bad for closing all of my long position here? No, it was a target zone. Trading needs to be very technical. We were getting a reaction. I was happy to say, look, we claim the highs here. I'm taking profits, especially if we do reject. If we go to $39,000 now, it doesn't matter. I was happy. I'm happy with the profits. So I'm a scalper. I'm a day trader. So, and it's level to level trading. You know the deal. What's up, Crypto Alchemist? How are you doing? Why are you wearing a purple hoodie this evening? This is from my CrossFit box that I do go. I do CrossFit and I'm wearing a hoodie. It is a bit chilly outside. It's a bit hot here in the studio that I'm in right now with all the lights. But why am I wearing it? I don't know. I like it. Don't you like it? I think it's pretty cool. All night. Let's live stream all night. Oh my goodness. Shall we live stream all night? We need to have some content here ready to talk about. If you want, we can do some on-demand analysis on some altcoins. How about that? If we do get to 500 likes, we're over 600 people in the live stream, I will stay another hour. So 500 likes, another hour of live stream. What do you think about that? 500 likes, we stay in 1 hour and I'll be doing some analysis on demand on some altcoins. What do you think about that? Sounds like a plan, right? So let's do it. Stick to the plan. Exactly. Trading is stick to the plan. So, it's like, I had to close all of the position here. It was the target zone. It was mentioned in the Legends community. If we were to get that pump all the way up here to basically, that 37,500, for me, I'm happy. They're great profits. Imagine all of the people that were shorting yesterday or the last few days that did not take profit. I missed out on this movement down. I entered a long, got stopped out, and that's it. Usually they're a bit of a non-event. I did manage to catch this pump with the small retracement. However, I did not catch any of this drop because, it was basically dropping. We got a beautiful bounce from the weekly naked point of control, basically point of control from this entire range. Very complicated to long this level. It was a bit of a falling knife. You had to be very quick. You had a few seconds to get into a long here. Very, very complex. However, if you did long here late, it's still very much making some pretty killing gains. I didn't long here. I managed to long right there, realizing the possible scenarios. I was late, but overall, we're never late to the party. Imagine all of those people that shorted the market during the last few days, expecting Bitcoin to go to 28K, right? Or, much lower levels. We are in very volatile markets at the moment. You get a drop like this and you're hitting a point of control and you're getting this reaction. You want to take profits from your short. I'm sorry, but we are in bullish market structure here on higher time frames. Longing is definitely in our advantage, especially if you know where to get into those longs. Shorts, there need to be beautiful shorts. There need to be massive double tops, really nice to get in at highest level possible, be very defensive. Shorting is for scalping in this bullish market structure. I'm shorting, I'm only scalping. They're fast moves at critical points. So right away, let's go here with the super chat. Yes, he did. Super chatos for Olisa. Yeah, I did take a look at the super chat. Olisa, please look at... Oh, no, I did not. I did not take a look at this super chat. Please take a look at WNT US dollar. Guys, before we go through this cryptocurrency, for anybody, WNT US dollar, WNT, sorry, I'm at CoinGecko now. Wow, this one is a very low cap. WNT, what is this? What is this cryptocurrency? Oh, let's take a look at it right away here on the chart to see what it's doing. But this is a very low cap. I'm sure it has a lot of pump and dumps. It is on MEXC. Woo, very volatile. Look at these pump and dumps. Just before even taking a look at it, I knew it was going to be a pump and dump coin. Pump and dump. There's no technical analysis to be done here. It's just, I'm sorry, there's just no technical analysis. Thank you for the super chat, but there's no technical analysis. Every single pump that it's formed during 2022 and 2023, it's come straight back down to the lows. So how can I rely on these pumps? Will they follow through? Will they have continuation? I mean, it might, because we're having a bit of an altcoin hype right now, and it might go higher. There's just no technical analysis to be done here. This is just absolutely insanity. Look at this pump and dump right there that happened in August. There's no kind of form of analysis to be done here. It is in an uptrend, and you could expect continuation, possibly to test the highs here from the 11th of November. Let's leave it that way. It is in an uptrend. It has a chance to continue with higher lows, to possibly get into long, to speculate to hit the highs. That is the only simple analysis that I could do on this altcoin. Keeping it simple. This one can be traded on MEXC, guys. Remember, you do get that insane bonus of $20,000, okay, on MEXC. This bonus will be airdropped as you deposit and trade, okay? So they're airdropped, okay, 300, 500, so you can pay for fees and losses, of course. If you have losses, they take it out of the bonus. Most importantly, we have a campaign for less than 1 week right now that if you do sign up with the links in the description, deposit $100, you need to go through this form, which is the first link in the description, if you want that solid, valuable analysis every single day, which is here in the Legends, okay? Legends trading community is where I post, okay, every single day, looking for the setups, looking for that education, where to put stop losses, what are we looking for, are we going to reject here, are we going to bounce, pure full analysis. Very, very valuable in my opinion. Very valuable for a lot of the legends as well. Getting some great comments here from a lot of the legends, basically, such as Simon. Simon has been, since the beginning, one of the best in the business. He was referring to me. I'm not the best in the business, I gotta say that, okay? But try very hard and just educate with the analysis and the trading setups. But saying, said it before, it is such a pleasure to be part of the community and learning from Andy, Samuel, and DeVault. Also, shout out to DeVault, also providing great information, technical analysis, education. So you got that 10-day trial, guys. Could not stress it enough for people that are wondering, what is the Legends? How is the Legends? What is it? Do we get valuable information? Can I trade based on the analysis? What is Andy doing? You got the option right now to do so. Free. It is a simple form that you need a form. It's the first link in the description. Simple form. Click it. Just follow the steps. Sign up with a link in the description. Deposit $100. You are in the Legends for 10 days, so you can see the valuable content. So thanks for the super chat, by the way. But yeah, there's just really no analysis solid analysis to go through here on this pump and dump crypto. You can actually see it here. There's just no There's no way in analyzing this. It is in an uptrend, looking at lower time frames, and we do have a possibility to claim this high. I'm just going to leave it that way. It's just very, very volatile and choppy. Stay safe with these altcoins, okay? But yeah, it looks solid. It is in an uptrend. We could expect this high from the 10th of November to be claimed. Live stream all night. Yeah, we can possibly do an all-night live stream. I will be doing one of those large marathon live streams, right, where we do 4-hour live stream. I did used to do that in the bull market. So there will be, no doubt, marathon live streams of 4 hours, taking a look at, a lot of the altcoins. Go smash up the like button, 500 likes. I'm almost there. We got 30 minutes of a live stream still. Solana broke the resistance. Solana is going absolutely nuts. Solana did get a corrective move, boom, bang, exploding. Who bought Solana? I did not buy Solana. And I was very much aware that it was, one of the L1 projects that was this one's going to go to all-time high in the bull run. There's just no doubt about it. Never realizing that this is just a great buying zone, but I didn't just not buy Solana. We cannot buy everything, right? But Algorand, what about Algorand? I do have Algorand in my portfolio, in my altcoin portfolio. This one, yeah, you get the deal. This pullback was definitely a good buying opportunity, no doubt. Still trending here to the upside. We got a bit of the FUD here. A bit of the drop here on, look at this. Absolutely beauty. Correction all the way down to the higher low support trend line. Definitely a speculative long here for a breakout. I think Algorand is one of them that is going to break out. It is one of the L1 projects that is ready. Solana breaking out. Ethereum doing pretty good. Moving to the upside. We got a lot of the L1s that are lagging behind. Avalanche. Oh my goodness, Avalanche. Got a quick retracement and absolutely exploding as well. L1 projects, guys, they're the solid ones. They're the solid ones that you should have got in here. Beautiful correction, already pumping over 20% from the correction move from yesterday. Look at this. Look at this corrective move. How crazy is this? Going to revisit the highs from July. Right there on the corrective move from yesterday. Boom, getting a bounce. How technical can this be? Simple, easy technical analysis. This is breaking out descending wedge structure. Expect this one to come at least to about $30 potentially in days, maybe in the coming weeks. Of course, you might think, okay, I'm going to FOMO long in here. Be careful with FOMOing long. You want to get into those big pullbacks. You want to get into those pullbacks just like the one that was here yesterday, going down to $16, hitting the highs from July. Just how simple is that? Super, super simple. So no doubt we are facing this high. We could get a little bit of a struggle right now, hitting this high. Lower high here from April. But I think if it does reject, it's only going to be a good option here to get into the corrective move. Would expect massive follow through here on Avalanche. We talked about Avalanche, AVAX, the last couple of weeks saying, hey, Bitcoin's pumping. There will be an altcoin season. L1 projects are going to go absolutely crazy. This was for the last few weeks saying, this is the moment you want to buy in. If you bought there based on the live stream, based on, I'm not sure if we are going to go a bit lower, but it's just going to give you better buying levels. No financial advice, of course, but it was pretty obvious. I didn't buy Avalanche. I got Algorand. I just can't buy everything, right? I'm a big chain link buyer. That's why, I cannot buy everything, right? But it would be nice to buy Avalanche. It's one of them that we're looking at here for the last few weeks saying, hey, come on, this descending wedge is going to break out at some point in the coming weeks. And we're basically getting the breakout now for the last few days. Very, very nice. Would expect follow through here to get at least to this lower high. No doubt. No doubt here. Looks pretty solid. We should be getting a little bit more pumpy action. Getting a bit warm here with all the lights in this sweatshirt. Andy, can I get your take on Solana. Yeah, Solana is pumping like crazy, and it looks like that this is, yeah, absolutely insanity. I think Solana can be heading to the $100 range. And one of the main reasons why is there's just not much going on here. There's only been fast price action. This was one level that we talked about a few days ago that it would likely get a reaction, a rejection. We just got a nice reaction the last few days from here. And now it's just breaking through. This looks pretty solid. I do see follow through, and one of the main reasons why is the price action. There's no real consolidation, no real resistance zones. Fast price action to the downside could mean fast price action to the upside when you cross that zone. So Solana is bullish. It's pumping like crazy, and obviously would expect follow through here with retracements, but would expect follow through here on Solana. Very, very likely. This should be turning into a pretty solid base. I would want to see the price pumping a little bit more, but this base based on high volume is going to be extremely strong. You got two high volume candles at this level of $62, $63, creating a clear level of resistance. This zone right there is a bouncing level. It is a bouncing level. So, I mean, depending on when that pullback is going to happen, would be definitely an option to possibly get into a long position. Obviously, we want a long retracements right now. Not a great level to long, even though it follow throughs. Would be waiting for that solid high volume high that has been providing resistance the last few days. That would be the most logical zone to attempt a long position to come back up and test the highs. And yeah, I mean, there's not much resistance on Solana. You know, it's just following through. The very fast price action down here, so you would expect fast price action to the upside. So Solana, eventually worthless, will pump, but don't get caught with this cycle. Neo in your bag. Hi Andy, love your work. Can you throw some sunlight on BTC possible scenarios? Absolutely. BTC is my number one crypto that I like to trade, obviously, and the one that I mostly do my trading. And yeah, we talked about this at the beginning of the live stream. It's pretty obvious that the strongest level of resistance, like I was sharing here with a little bit of Elliott wave theory here that was shared also by DeVault, that it makes a lot of sense that there was basically from this low created back in September, it was the low here looking at the Coinbase chart. You know, it's pretty obvious that this has been a one wave up, a second wave, this a third wave. And the reason why this is still a third wave right there is because we haven't had proper retracements on these peaks as a fourth wave, giving the most, most likely scenario, this being the fourth wave with a fast move. And right now we would be expecting, in the next coming days, potentially 24 to 48 hours to get that follow through and break the third wave. Of course, the fifth wave is going to be very interesting. Where are we going to top out? That is the question. When is Bitcoin going to get a pretty decent corrective move? Because if you're shorting randomly from these points right now, let me tell you that you are likely going to get stopped out. We are likely going to create a new yearly high. So we need that yearly high to happen to then take decisions on certain levels. So the best level here that we do have, like I said, that is massive. I love volume profile. I love, point of control zones. This is a point of control from 18 months of price action. This level is huge. If Bitcoin breaks above this zone, of course, then we could expect, a few $1,000s more to the upside. However, it's going to be challenging for Bitcoin. We will be possibly finishing a fifth wave here right now in the next coming days. That is the moment that you would be looking for a pretty decent pullback at some point, right? Yesterday's pullback was, it was okay. But even though looking at the theory here, it looks like, looking at the liquidity as well. I mean, this was just fuel for the price to get that move. Also, we had the bump and run scenario here playing out very, very nicely, getting above the resistance levels. Oh my goodness. This was just such a classic, you know, lower high channel, bump phase, get ready. When you have these bump faces, I was getting it very clear to the legends, when we have high volume nodes, when we've been trending down now for quite some time, creating a liquidation event like this with extreme high volume, this could be a bottom signal. Most of the people are going to think this is a dead cat bounce and we're going to go lower. I also personally think it. I know it's very much a possibility, I'm not going to lie. But when we were coming up here to the lower high resistance, hitting the value area low of the zone, and you expect this level to be resistance, but you're breaking out like this and consolidating, it's like, I'm not buying this short. I prefer to be in that long because I see very well the possibility in hitting those highs. Absolutely crazy. You know, it's just it was a very much a scenario that could have happened, and it did happen very, very nicely. So yeah, pretty crazy. That's from analysis that was we talked about today here in the Legends community. You know, looking for that breakout follow through here. What we wanted to look at that resistance zone to look for that bump and run scenario. So like I said, we want to get that new yearly high. After the new yearly high, I would be not interested in shorting at the moment. We are bullish and we're very close to creating a yearly high. Could we start rejecting from this point? I mean, it definitely has a possibility, but if it does reject, I would expect a higher low. And obviously, you know, finally getting into that breakthrough to create a new yearly high. Just looking for that analysis provided today on the possibility of that bump and run scenario, guys, which, you know, played out really, really nicely in the end. So yeah, we're going to continue through the comment section. And hi Andy, thank you Andy. Do you think straight push upwards to new yearly high or will correct before that? Very, very interesting question. I mean, at this moment, as we are sitting above these highs, it's just you know, I think it's pretty clear, right? We are above the highs right now. It's been very, very choppy. We could, I mean, it's getting a little bit choppy, no doubt. We could get, you know, this is a classic zone where people also think, right, it's only a few $100s from creating a new yearly high. Let's long right now because we're likely going to get that move. And then first you get a possible pullback. I mean, it's really, really a difficult zone, no doubt. Really, really difficult zone. But if that pullback does happen, in my personal opinion, we will likely create a higher low. And where could there be a higher low? That is the question. Well, obviously CVD divergence is a great tool that we should be paying attention to, because, you know, if we start dropping here with the CVD very aggressively and start creating, you know, some lower lows on the CVD, and you're still creating higher lows right there on the corrective move, it's going to be pretty obvious that, you know, this is likely just going to get that blast through. So we might get one liquidation for all of those people that are longing a little bit late at this point, FOMO longs. But most importantly, where do I see the strongest level of support to bounce from? That is the question. I mean, yeah, value area high of this trading zone. We do have a high volume node at this point, which is sitting at $37,130 approximately. Could be definitely a level that you're going to bounce from. Would be definitely very, very challenging. I'll tell you what, we can zoom in here. Let's put here the point of control of the range. Right away, I like to mark this in the pinky style right there, just to see if there is a possibility in more confluence right there at that level. We also have the value area high of the range. I do want to check on other exchanges if, you know, there is this high volume node right there as well. I mean, yeah, this is just very, very solid zone. We'll be going through the lower time frames to see if there is a possibility here on a possible long setup if you do get a sharp move down for a liquidation event for all of those people longing late. Checking out here on Coinbase, let's just go through lower time frames 1 second. I would just want to check here, guys, because I am doing the analysis here as we do the live stream. You know, do we have also that point of control at that zone? Yeah, I mean, look at this on Coinbase, big level here. It is also at $37,130 approximately. Big high volume node. Now the question is, it is at the same level here as on Bybit. So big level, range, point of control. Focusing on lower time frames, could we get this could be with a volume strategy. Oh, looks very choppy, no doubt. Very, very choppy highs. It is losing a little bit of momentum, no doubt. We want that nice big follow through with big candles. It is losing a little bit of momentum here, testing the highs. If would be interested in looking at this scenario right over here. Sweep of these lows. A sweep of these lows, bang, to get a bounce. I mean, it's gone pretty crazy. I'm looking to see where I can get Fibonacci. I would take it from this pivot low right there, from the drop that we had to the highs. How crazy. We're getting that volatility back, guys. We are back with volatility. Bitcoin pumping $1,000 or $2,000 in a matter of a few hours. Great to trade Bitcoin. From this pivot low right there of this retracement, we do have 61865 Fibonacci at the point of control of the range, possibly sweeping up this low. I would personally get into a trade not as we hit this level. I mean, it could drop down. As we recover from it above this high, I would definitely see a nice move to the upside. Let's check VWAP. Well, VWAP is extremely far away right now. It's going to reset in the next coming hours, though, if price action continues here. VWAP is very interesting. If we get a falling knife from this point, if it were to create a falling knife, you know, panic moment, liquidation event from all of the late longs. I like this low over here as well. It's the first higher low from this large pump. It's a classic zone where the price does usually get a bounce. You claim this low, it would be in confluence with the VWAP in the next couple of hours. I mean, if it were to happen, right? I'm not sure if this is going to happen, but if it does happen, VWAP is very nice with the first higher low from this huge pump, basically. Would be very interesting to get into a long scenario right over here. This is sitting at 36,700. This is if we do not create a reaction from this low and the 618 and the point of control. Just say if it does no reaction and it just starts wall falling. If we do get a reaction from this level, I would expect a nice bounce from it. If we do get above the level, we could get a significant rise, at least to the point of control of the range, which would be a take profit zone. That is already like a $400 move where you could speculate a scalp there. Entering along, stop loss beneath the low. It's a classic first higher low from the pump. People bullish, oh my goodness, boom, stop them out and then get the bounce. So it's volatility is back, so it could definitely happen. It is almost $1,000 drop, but come on, you know, volatility is back. It's definitely a possibility. So you got a possible trade setup one, which would be claiming this low right there and hitting point of control of the range with the 618 from the higher low here of the pump to get that possible reaction and a nice bounce. If we slice through that level, then that is the next scenario. If it gets very, very volatile and you get an epic drop, this no doubt is a bouncing zone. VWAP plus the first higher low from this pump. Classic level. I've seen this many times. If it does that, it will happen. You'll be scared because of the drop, but the bounce is kind of almost inevitable. The way you can trade this is wait for the bounce from that level. So VWAP in this low, you need the price to get back above the level so you can manage your risk very well and enter the trade as you claim above the first higher low from this massive pump. And that bounce will likely happen. So you've got a high probability move here to the point of control of the range, which could probably be strong resistance. But it would be just a technical move, take profit at that zone. That's a possible setup here for Bitcoin. Why did it pump? Well, it pumped based on pure technical analysis. Well, no, I'm not. We did have liquidity there. We did have a lot of shorts liquidity, over 150 million of short liquidation. So we had a liquidation event yesterday, stopping out, liquidating long positions, and today stopping out shorts. How crazy is this? Very, very nice. No, not very nice. A lot of people are losing a lot of money in these events. These, you can see it. There are millions of dollars being liquidated. People are losing money with these moves. We do analysis. We analyze the situation. We talk about possible levels to long, where to place stop losses, manage risk very well, guys. You know the deal. You know the deal. I am loving it. Trading is a very skilled trade, basically, right? Trading is a very skilled trading career. But we love it. We love it. The legends love it. Mark Dutch, thanks for joining the stream, my man. I can see you right there. I can see you in the comment section. Guys, continue. Sir, my dream was to become millionaire like you, but I don't have my Bitcoin, neither altcoins, and having $1,000 is my $1,000 is my dream. Okay. Zigzag. No, not zigzag. Sorry. Nizam. We have had time during the bear market to accumulate. If you do not know about trading, make sure to educate yourself, join the legends, just watch the videos, talk about I do educate here on YouTube as well. So just take a look at many of the videos where we talk about levels and try and understand them. Of course, it can be a little bit advanced during the live streams. But, learn, buy books. There's a lot of information out there. Yeah, let's sweep some lows, says Shadow. Yeah, very, very possible. So it's a bit choppy, not looking great. We could get that sweep of the lows, guys. You just need to be ready. Be ready for those levels. The clearest ones I do see here is these lows with the point of control of the range. Could get pretty aggressive. It could get aggressive. This could maybe get one bounce. It might just come straight back down. It's a possible quick scalp. Get a quick little SFP from these lows, and it might just continue up. But it would be nice to get a little bit of a sweep of the lows. This one looks ideal. I love this one. This one is VWAP is like a magnet, and VWAP is very far away. So yeah, I mean it's a good zone to get into a scalp long position here. If we were to get that aggressive move down, you're going to be scared, but you need to be ready. Be ready with your risk management to bang, snipe along, boom, you're getting the bounce, you're locking profits, call it a day, and be happy. Mark Dutch. We do love trading, absolutely. Yes, sir. Andy, can you explain how leverage can be used efficiently in derivatives trading? I've got a problem with saying derivatives. But yeah, I mean, leverage is a tool. Leverage is a tool. You can use 100x or 50x or 20x. What you need to have is a trading plan. You need to always have a trading plan and always manage your risk very well. Meaning, if I were to long from this possible low sweep, hitting the VWAP, understanding that it's been a liquidity grab from late longers, what I need to understand is I can use whatever leverage I want. I can use 50x or 100x as long as my stop loss is not going to lose more than 3% of my trading capital. give or take, 1 or 2% better, but 3% would be kind of the maximum. You're getting a little bit risky on risking 3% of your capital. So leverage is just a tool. You need to have clear invalidation. Calculate your invalidation points from a trading setup that you're looking at, and make sure that that invalidation is not going to liquidate you or burn your account or lose 50% of your funds. This whole style of swing trading and adding to the position and short and strong or long and strong, I'm adding to my longs, I'm adding to my shorts, is absolute insanity. That is extremely dangerous way of trading. For me, the best way and the best style of trading is day trading and scalping the zones, because, look at this. Volatility from yesterday and today, massive amount of long liquidations and massive amount today of short liquidations. There are people getting wrecked with these kind of movements. I don't get wrecked with these kind of movements because I'm very selective where I'm entering my trade. So the amount of leverage is really not, it doesn't matter. You can use whatever leverage you want as long as your trading plan, and pay attention to this, as long as your stop loss does not liquidate you more than 3% of your account. So your stop loss cannot be more than 3% of your account. Say you have $1,000, you cannot lose more than $30. I know it sounds lame with those amounts, but it's how you need to trade. It's how you need to trade, because you're going to be risking too much. If you lose $200 or $300 out of $1,000 account, it's going to be a big hit. You will likely start scaling down. Small profits, small losses, consistent small profits during the weeks and months is what is going to make you gains at the end of the month, at the end of the year. Very, very small and consistent. So yeah, just use leverage as a tool. Make sure that your plan as a stop loss doesn't stop you out more than 3% of your trading account. If it's 1-2%, then even better. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. BlackRock effects on the market will be painful before it comes beautiful again. A dump loading. Yeah, I know. It's possible. Who knows? We don't want to speculate, guys. The amount of, they're big players. The amount of institutions that could be jumping in. Nobody knows how many billions of dollars can be pouring in to Bitcoin as soon as spot Bitcoin ETF. Nobody knows. A lot of people, and trust me here, I can see it on Twitter as well, there's a lot of macro bears saying that this is just going to be a sell the news event. We cannot fight the power of institution, money. Of course, you might think, yeah, this is all a plan. They're hyping up, so all of the small little fish are buying right now so they can dump on you. Yeah, maybe this pump can go to $50,000, right? And you selling your Bitcoin at this point, and you're like, oh, we actually pumped another $10,000. So we don't really know how far this pump could go. Of course, some pretty sharp pullbacks will happen at some point. One of the best higher time frame levels for a possible swing short position is this $48,000. We talked about this level as well on other live stream. This is higher time frame levels. This lower high over here is in confluence with the 618 Fibonacci from all-time high to the low of this bear market in November of 2022. So, you got a lower high right there, value area high of a range, 618 Fibonacci. If it does pump to 50K, I'm going to say, guys, this is a great level for a swing short position. It's a great level for a swing short position if you reject from that point. You know what happened in the previous cycle. Did you know what happened when you hit the 618 Fibonacci from the all-time high to the all-time low of the bear market? Did you know what happened? 618, most respected Fibonacci level. What happened? It got an insane drop. So based on that theory, of course, there is a lot of confluence right there. We do have, the 618 from high to low, and we have classic lower high. There's going to be stop losses here. There will be stop losses. It's a value area high of this range as well. I will be interested to get into a swing short. I'm not a swing trader, but this would be an interesting swing short position to take, no doubt, if we were to pump there, right? I would feel comfortable to sell 5% of my spot Bitcoin. You know, I would feel comfortable to sell a little bit of my Bitcoin that I've been buying for the last few months at that level. Would be nice. Let's see if that does happen. Anyway, thank you very much. Volume weighted average price. That is the name of the VWAP indicator. Guys, who knows the name of VWAP? It's volume weighted average price. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining the live stream. You absolutely love you. We've been having some great interaction here in the community. Let me take a look at the poll. What comes next for Bitcoin? 39K. We have 68% of votes out of 700. And we have 36K. 32% of people says 36K is next. Seems like there's more people bullish here in the community. I think, yeah, almost hitting 39K is definitely a possibility. You know, we're still very much bullish. I think a new yearly high is likely, and new yearly high is very near 39K. Pay attention, higher time frame level for a possible rejection, guys, is that 38.8K. We'll be paying close attention to that zone. It's the point of control from this massive range of 2021 and 2022. Remember, if you want that free trial in the Legends community where I provide information every single day for possible scalp and day trade setups, you have a free trial right now, guys. It is down below in the description. First link, you just need to sign up with one of the links in the description, Bybit, Mexi. You have the form here. You just follow the steps, sign up, deposit $100 and share the UID with the team, and you'll be getting that free trial of 10 days to see what we talk about in the Legends community every single day with me and the coaches such as Sam and DeVault, providing education, technical analysis, possible setups for the near future. Guys, thank you very much for joining. Hope you enjoyed the levels. Mark them up, get them ready. Safe trading.